is Loudoun County just like living in its own bubble? Like, we've seen so many problems with, like, I'm serious, like, people at home are sitting, they keep hearing about Loudoun County. And so a concerning report out of Loudoun County has alleged reports show violations in their Board of Elections. This is very interesting. Here to discuss is founder of Parents Against Critical Race Theory and a parent of Loudoun County student, Scott Mineo. Scott, welcome to Wake Up America Weekend.
Thank you very much for having me, Carl.
All right, so you know that elections are touchy subjects right now, given the light of all the news over the last 2 years. Break down what's going on specifically in Loudoun County right now.
So first and foremost, I'd like to say that this is not a witch hunt or a continuation to flip the 2020 election. And number two, to simplify things, this is not about the machines, because I think the machines across the country have really spooked a lot of people. They feel like they have to be an engineer. They have to feel like they have to be a mathematician to understand.
Yeah, we're not relitigating all that stuff.
Absolutely not, no. What this is all about is something that's referred to as the oath of ballots. Now, the oath of ballots is basically after a registrar places an order to the ballot printing company, before the ballots are to go to print, they are to sign and date and notarize it, right? So basically it's part of the chain of custody.
Yeah.
What I've been putting out and what I've been demonstrating is there's been flagrant violations. These are felony violations within the state of Virginia, because you'll notice the dates in the documents are dated well after any election, going back to 2017. So the point that I'm trying to establish here is for we the people is you do not have to be an engineer to start getting involved in election integrity. It's something like such as this, low-hanging fruit, if you will.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do is open up Pandora's box, to be quite honest with you, because this is just the beginning.
So let me interrupt you there real quick, because I want to make sure I understand what's going on. So your complaint here is that when you cast your ballot, they go through, they're counted, and then they're put in a box, and then they are missed on the chain of custody is completely ignored, and therefore may or may not have been tampered with?
No, what I'm suggesting is, or what I'm saying is, from the very beginning, from the time they hit enter to place the order for the ballots, so this is 90 or so days before the election.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when that happens, when they place the order, basically the oath of ballot says you have to sign this document indicating that the order's been placed and you're following the processes and procedures of the ballot process. Now this is well before the election actually takes place. We're talking months.
Okay.
But what they're doing is they dated those documents that should have been dated well before the election as much as 1, 2, 3, and 6 months after the fact. And that only came after a FOIA request in May.
So what is your exact concern? Like, what are you just concerned, or you actually have proof that things were fraudulent or misused?
No, I have evidence and proof. I've put that out there. I have 5 examples going back to 2017 with the Loudoun County. Mm-hmm. Are they the crimes of the century? No, but they are felony violations. And what that suggests to me is the Democrats have been very complacent over the years, and the Republicans are waking up as a result of the consent decree. And I realize that was 4 years ago. But what my goal is to use this as a wedge to get in and further look for more information. Mm-hmm. I would like to call out Kristen Kalina, the chairman of the election board at Loudoun County, to open an investigation into Judy Brown, the General Registrar. Because what I've put out there came directly from their office. I have a denial from Judy Brown that there was any such violations taking place within that office.
Yeah, but you have proof otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy to me. Is Loudoun County just like living in its own bubble? Like, we've seen so many problems with, like, I'm serious, like, people at home are sitting, they keep hearing about Loudoun County. It's like, first you have the sexual assault issues, then you have, that was basically the county that set the stage for Glenn Youngkin to take over as governor. And now you have the fact that their Board of Elections has no chain of custody, has flagrant violations of how they conduct elections, dating things after elections that should be before them. What the heck is going on?
That's a great question. And the way the parallel I make is, this is the city of Chicago in the making. Chicago is known for corruption. What you're seeing is happen and unfold here in Loudoun County before your eyes. And maybe you and I can have a longer segment another time regarding the NAACP and their takeover of Loudoun County, because this is a very complicated county that people just are not aware of. We have We've done a lot of research over the years, and it would make the head spin.
The voting should be so easy. You know, like in many other countries, you can't even fathom not using an ID to vote, and they put the ink on their finger to show that they vote, and you know it's paper ballots, and you count them as they are with the chain of custody of one of each party or three parties or however many they have. What steps are you taking, real quick, about 30 seconds left, to make sure this doesn't happen anymore?
So one of the things we've done about 2 weeks ago is we've submitted 133 FOIAs statewide to every registrar in the state of Virginia, because what we want to demonstrate is there's a pattern of behavior here, and not a clerical error, as the AG would refer to it, as what happened in Loudoun County. This, one time maybe, 7 times no, and then if you have that same problem statewide, you've got bigger problems. So we're going to be working with state delegates to try to kind of tamp down on this problem.
Scott Mineo, it sounds like you got a real problem on your hand in Loudoun County. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you very much.
All right. Sarah?